Hey Hillary, how you doing? So you're talking about struggling with space, 8.5 by 11, confining format, challenges, not sure how to fit them in, playing with scale, worried about making the images too detailed. These are all very, very common issues associated with this assignment. So to be expected, right? So no problems there. I mean, you're experiencing the same things that present themselves to your peers when addressing this assignment. So no worries there at all. And I understand this is a work in progress. I'm not sure what this is in the background here. It quite confused me. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be, if that was added by mistake, but I'm not sure what that is right there. At any rate, so we've got some development of the illustrations themselves. So you're showing your intended style, and I think it's going to work just fine. I totally agree with you that, we have to really figure out a way to fit all of your illustrations in the picture plane, which means that you're going to have to really experiment with scale. One of the things I would recommend is just boiling this down to its bare minimum essence. So in other words, what do you need to be present in this narrative storyline to indicate, to really be relevant to telling the story, and what does not have to be? What can we lose? For example, what frames do we not need and we're still able to tell a clear story? So you really, really must think about that in moving forward. I think that the magic swirls are going to make sense once we realize that that's a magic spoon and she's grabbed the magic spoon. And once she's swirling it around and we see these magic swirls coming off the spoon, we'll realize that this is all about her magic spoon. I think right now that the swirls don't have organic enough paths. So this one's pretty good. They just really need to be super organic path, just like you would see if you were waving a spoon, if you follow that trail of the spoon, right? So they have to be really, they're not bad at all, but I think that we can really add a little bit to those magic swirls too. I think that's going to really enhance the visual interest of the portion specifically connecting the images and the illustrations. So yeah, I think there's a little bit of work to do left here, certainly. You're definitely off to a fantastic start. I think some of the illustrations are more detailed than others. Like, for example, this doesn't have a whole lot of detail, so really want to watch that. Remember, contrast really is a great tool used to define individual elements within a specific illustration. So using contrast here. So right now we just have dark. So I mean, you could contrast the outer bowl of the lip by stroking it with a lighter color, or even using a gradient on the bottom of the bowl or in the middle of it. Was just something that really is going to create some contrast to further define the depth and volume of that specific example right there. I think everything else is coming along really, really good and very interesting. The illustrations look good. I think once we really get this together to a logical timeline, so to speak, a logical linear narrative and really a logical way to follow the flow through the picture plane, I think you're really going to start seeing some success. So just keep working. Just keep working. You're close. You're getting there. Keep working. If you have any questions or if you want to run anything by me between now and the end of the week when the project is due, please feel free to do so. I'll be glad to provide additional critique. Okay, any questions? Give me a holler. Great start. Thank you.